Have you ever opened a massive property tax or hydro bill and thought about how many credit card reward points you could earn if you were just allowed to pay it with a credit card? If you've ever actually tried to do it, you already know the painful reality. Your municipality or utility provider will almost always slap a massive 2.5% or 3% convenience fee on top of the transaction, which makes sense. They have to pay their fees to Visa, which instantly wipes out the rewards you were hoping to earn and actually leaves you losing money. But there's exactly one credit card in Canada, just one, that has a built-in, completely legal loophole, and I don't like calling it a loophole, but for this exact problem. And surprisingly, it comes from a hardware store, or I guess there's a lot of other stuff in it. But look, I'm talking about the Canadian Tire Triangle World Elite Mastercard. And while it might sound like a very boring niche retail card designed just for, weekend campers and mechanics, it is secretly one of the most powerful financial tools you can keep in your wallet. Today, I'm going to explain the unique bill payment feature that saves you hundreds of dollars, the completely free premium towing package that is another big selling feature of it, and why this piece of plastic is an absolute must-have, even if you rarely step foot inside a Canadian Tire. Before you get into the hidden features that make this card quite famous, I would say, in its own circle of people, we have to look at the baseline math of how this card actually generates its everyday rewards. Because it is fundamentally a Canadian Tire product, the earn rates are heavily skewed towards its own retail ecosystem. You get a massive 4% back in electronic Canadian Tire money when you shop at their main locations, as well as their partner stores like Chek, Marks, and Party City. They also give you 3% back on your first $12,000 spent annually at grocery stores, which is pretty fantastic rate for a zero-fee card. But again, you get it back in Canadian Tire points. You have to keep in mind that major discount chains like Walmart and Costco are specifically excluded from the grocery category. So again, you will not get good cash back at Costco or Walmart. For your fuel, you get 5 to 7 cents back per liter when you fill up at Gas Plus or Petro-Canada stations, depending on the grade of fuel you buy. Everything else you purchase on the card earns you a flat 1% return, which is okay. The only real limitation here is that your rewards are strictly paid out in Canadian Tire money, meaning you cannot just use it as a simple statement credit to, let's say, pay down your credit card. You actually have to redeem those earnings for physical merchandise at their family of stores, which is easy enough if you ever need, anything, paper towels, motor oil, running shoes, or Lulu ABC pants dupes from Marks. The absolute biggest reason people apply for this card has nothing to do with buying discounted tools or hockey gear. It all comes down to a very specific feature, as I mentioned, inside their online banking portal. Canadian Tire Bank allows you to set up payees exactly like you would in your normal checking account with a traditional big bank. You can log in, search for your city property taxes, for example, if that's how you pay them, or your local hydroelectricity provider, your water bill, or even your university tuition, and pay them directly using the credit card. Because the payment is routed through their proprietary banking system, rather than a standard credit card terminal, the city actually sees it as a regular cash bill payment, and therefore they do not charge you that huge 2.5% credit card processing fee. The best part is that Canadian Tire still treats the transaction as a regular purchase, meaning you earn your flat 1% reward on the entire amount. If you have a $5,000 property tax bill every year and $2,000 annual hydro bill, that is $70. Of course, it's not a lot, but it's $70 in free rewards every single year for doing absolutely nothing different with your money. It is one of the only ways left in Canada, really, to reliably earn credit card rewards on municipal taxes without paying a premium for that privilege. The second major perk that makes this card a permanent keeper in my wallet is the included automotive coverage. Most premium credit cards offer standard travel insurance, sure, or rental car damage waivers. And that's absolutely great, but this Triangle World Elite Mastercard goes in a completely different direction by including something really great: a complimentary Canadian Tire Roadside Assistance Gold Plan. This is a premium membership that normally costs over $120 a year if you were to buy it on your own. It covers you for battery boost, flat tire changes, lockout services, and up to 5 tows per year to the destination of your choice within a 250-kilometer radius. The most incredible part of this perk for me is that the coverage is tied to you as a person, not to a specific car. You do not even have to be driving your own personal vehicle for it to work. If you're a passenger in a friend's car, for example, and it breaks down on the highway, you can call a tow using your card. And it remains completely free as long as your credit card account is active and you register for the plan. Getting a towing package of this caliber for free is, on a zero-fee credit card, is essentially unheard of. And it easily rivals the standard CAA membership. The only real hurdle to getting your hand on this card is the barrier to entry, as with a lot of this World Elite cards. While the card has absolutely $0 annual fee, it is a World Elite product, which means that it carries a strict income requirement mandated by MasterCard. You need to have a minimum personal income of $80,000 or a household income of $150,000 to qualify. So it is a fair bit. But if you meet the threshold, this is arguably the best utility and backup card in the country. Again, for free. Even if you just leave it sitting in a desk drawer and only log in once a year to pay your property taxes and to renew your free roadside assistance, it is providing you hundreds of dollars in completely passive value. I would say it is a perfect supporting card for your financial setup, letting you earn rewards on the exact bills that every other bank penalizes you for paying. What do you guys think? Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.